And a warm welcome along. Just gone 3 o'clock on Saturday, Saturday the 28th of August 2010. A warm welcome along to today's United Kingdom talk here on United Kingdom Radio. Very important to start off with two important pieces of information, boys and girls. First of all, a moth update. Yes, our last moth update, I believe, was actually on Tuesday's show, not on Thursday. Since Tuesday, I have found only one moth. Now, it's very interesting, because they always seem to end in my bedroom, always in the bedroom, nowhere else, okay? It's the only room we find the moths in, although there was one that came in an open window in the living room a few weeks ago, and the light was on, so we don't take any notice of that one. They always end up in my bedroom. I have two sort of deep burgundy red walls. I mean, it's like sleeping in a womb. It really is. I have two deep burgundy red walls, and the other two walls are white. And these moths always seem to be on the white wall. Don't have any explanation for that. Anyway, since Tuesday, there has only been one moth. So I'm wondering if they have left the facility. I think they might have gone. Now, I also think I now know where they have been coming from. At night, I always sleep with my window open. Now, please don't, that's not an invite to come round while I'm asleep, climb up a ladder, through the window and get into the bed with me. It's not an invite, I'm telling you now. Although if there is anyone, no, it's not an invite, it really isn't. So, I noticed the other night, as I closed, because I closed the curtains. As I closed the curtains on the open window, a moth flew out from behind the curtain. So I think what's been happening is that with the window open and maybe a little reading light on, sometimes I might read for 10 minutes before I nod off to bed, nod off to sleep. I wonder if the moths are coming in, landing on the inside of the curtain, and then obviously I turn the light off to go to bed, and then at some point they must fly in and they always end up on the white wall. Isn't that interesting? Anyway, since Tuesday, there has only been one moth. I'm very pleased to announce only one moth since Tuesday, so I think they're nearly gone now. The moths have ugly things, aren't they? Oh, gee. Why can't we have butterflies? Why does it have to be moths? Why can't we have butterflies flying in? So much better. Important piece of information number 2, and that is, boys and girls, I have just weighed myself this morning, just after I got up. We are down again to, let me write, where is it now? 12 stone, 12.8. Now, so that means since Thursday, I've only lost a pound. So this pound took a bit longer to lose than it has been previously. So I'm wondering if it's all going to slow down and eventually we won't be able to lose anything. Gotta tell you, I'm not hungry. Not at all. I've just had a lovely lunch, my usual jacket potato with a selection of roasted vegetables covered in tomato sauce. Okay, I'm not starving at all. But what it is, I don't have, after I've had the evening meal at 8 o'clock, about 8 o'clock, roughly 8 o'clock, that's it. I won't have anything else until breakfast the next morning. There's no crisps. There's no chocolate. And very, very little bread. All right, so we're now down to 12 stone, 13.8. It's going down very slowly, but I gather that is the way to do it. You don't want to lose anything too quickly. Okay, so they're my two bits of good news this morning. Sean, who's actually doing a show here on United Kingdom Radio at 5 o'clock today, says maybe the moths only see black and white. Well, Michael Jackson wrote a song about that, didn't he? Da 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 da. Black doesn't matter if you're black or white. Do you think moths are racist then? That they only go for the white ones? I think it's terrible. There should be laws against moths that refuse to land on walls other than white ones. Why is the government allowing this? Thank you, Sean. Look forward to the show at 5 o'clock. Hello to Millie, who informs me hit the record button, and I did. Hello, Millie in Minnesota. Nice to hear from you, my darling. And the lovely, delectable, beautiful Vicky Gannon is with us as well. And she says, moths are attracted to light. So maybe that's why they favour the white wall in your bedroom. Now, you think about that. It will, I suppose, in its own way, glow, won't it? Unlike the burgundy red wall. And that hardly glows, does it? So, thank you very much for that one, Vicky. Now, I've got rather a lot of emails here that I've been gathering. So, if you don't mind, I'd like to hit on those straight away. First of all, I'm very, very pleased to hear from a young lady who was a regular correspondent and then disappeared strangely. She disappeared with the Twilight Zone. Da, 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 da. Yes, I've got that here somewhere. Twilight Zone, just a minute. Shall we do that more scarily? Just a minute. Twilight. Is that it? Oh, maybe I haven't got it. Hang on. No, I spelt it wrong. T-W-I-L-I-G-H-T, isn't it? Twilight. Twilight. Have we got that? Twilight. Oh, I thought I had Twilight Zone here. Oh, I have. Yes, yes. Just a minute. Right, we'll do that again. We'll do that again. Take two, okay? Take two. Yes, I have heard... Just a minute. I've heard from someone who I haven't heard for a long time. She had disappeared, possibly, into the Twilight Zone. Well, I'm very glad to say she has returned from another planet. Possibly she was abducted by aliens. We are about to find out now, because here is an email from our favourite cat lover, Susan. From Dallas. She's the one that sent me the Dallas hat. Have you seen that? Look, I've got a hat from Dallas. Is it here? It might be in the other room. It's in the other room. It's in the other room. She has been to South Fork Ranch. Of course, those of you young people that are watching this won't have a clue what South Fork Ranch is, will you? Sean, do you know? Well, is there anyone watching the show under the age of 18? Anyone watching the show under the age of 18 without looking on Google? Where or what is South Fork Ranch? No, there's no prize. We can't afford to give away prizes. What do you think this is, a charity? We don't make money here, for God's sake. It's from Susan, our cat lover. Now, Susan, let me give you a little bit of background, because we have new people with us now who won't know what Susan does. She looks after cats. No, not pussycats. We are talking lions and tigers. She absolutely does. What a wonderful job. Hi, Chris. Howdy from Big D. That's Dallas, okay, name of the area she lives. I have missed your shows and you so much. We have missed you, dear. I have emailed you privately, only to receive the wall of silence. It hurts, dear. By the way, I got a nice new shirt on today. Pink and white checks. I bought this yesterday. Do you like this? I bought a lovely pink and white checked shirt yesterday. £35. Thank you very much. Let me explain, she says, why I haven't been writing to you. Yes, I think you better, Susan. If you remember, I have always watched your shows on my computer at work. Is this while you're supposed to be doing things? There's a few more people listening and watching to this show like that. Let me tell you that now. There is, at this moment, watching either the live or recorded version of this, there are people at work who should be working, but they're not. They are secretly watching and listening to this programme. It's all very, very shabby. Very, very shabby indeed. My home computer is just dial-up, and it takes 3 hours to download a 30-minute show. Well, we're not 30 minutes anymore, Susan. We are an hour now, an hour 3 times a week. We are back. Not only are we an hour 3 times a week, but you now have the option of watching the show or listening to the show live or recorded. Live show times are Saturday afternoons at 3 o'clock UK time. and Tuesday and Thursday mornings at 11 o'clock UK time. And if you want to watch or listen live, go to unitedkingdomradio.co.uk at those times, all right? unitedkingdomradio.co.uk. Similarly, if you are watching the show now live, and it's 3:10 on Saturday, the 28th of August 2010. That's the time where you are now and you're watching live. If you ever miss a show, very easy. You can always watch or listen to the recording by going to a slightly different website, www.unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk, right? unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. She goes on to say, well, one of the girls in my department at work was reprimanded. She was told off, boys, and goes, I hope I don't get anyone into trouble. Please, if you're listening or watching this at work, do keep an eye out for people who think they're important, i.e. bosses. But they're not actually as important as you think, bosses. You know that. No, they're not. No, absolutely not. Listen, the moment you say, I'm leaving, you strip all their power away. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe you've got a boss at work you don't really like, her or him. You know what I mean? Believe me, the power is in your hand, not theirs. You work for that person for as long as you decide to stay there. As soon as you say, I'm off, that's it. End of story. Okay? That's the end of that, yes. Let me see here. Oh, have we got a problem here? No. 32. No, we haven't got a problem. Oh, that's strange. I've got messages coming in now from the other night. How strange is that? Let me just close these boxes down. Oh, that's very weird. 1 second. Let me just close something. That happens with Skype sometimes. What happens on United Kingdom Radio, we all share the same Skype. And sometimes, for whatever... I think what happens is that as people log on, their old messages come back through to whoever's happened to log in at the time. So there we are. Anyway, back to this. Yes, one of the girls at work was reprimanded and her internet connection blocked for spending too much time online and not enough working. Well, don't get caught, please. Please don't get caught. It is, of course, likely that your boss, if you have a little look around, if you're at work, can you see your boss? No. It's likely they're probably watching as well. Isn't that a lovely thought? It was not me, she says. I have just received a promotion at work. Well done, my darling. However, some of us were so scared that we might be next that we will now not get on the internet at work. And what else could go wrong? My promotion at work, of course. Of course. Has it gone wrong? Let's have a look. Chris, she says, I passed my national medical coding exam in February of this year. I don't know what... She says, I have done medical coding for 14 years, but I wanted my national certification certificate. So after I passed it, I went in and asked my boss for a raise. This has taught me to be careful what you ask for, you may get it. Well, he said he would give me a raise and also a promotion. I thought this was great, as the level I would moved up to does not require you to work 8 hours a day. Here's the kicker. Yes, my net pay went up $200 a month. Wonderful, dear. Now you can afford to buy lots of DVD discs and burn my shows to your DVD discs for future entertainment in the years to come. Yes. I can see myself one day on the shelves at Blockbuster Video or something like that. Perhaps the United Kingdom Talk boxed set coming out at Christmas. You know, something like that. She says, but in this higher position, I do not get to work overtime. I was making around $500 a month in overtime every month before my promotion. So I was actually losing $300 a month in pay. I told my boss I would prefer to stay at my lower level job due to my cut in pay. He advised me to go ahead and take the promotion because I would have to go to a higher level if I ever wanted to make more money and advance to a higher position. You must advance, darling. We must all advance together. We must march together like brave soldiers we are. She says what to do. I went back to doing some mystery shopping in the evenings. Oh, you'd have a field day here, dear. Oh, you would. I mean, some of the customer services in this country is diabolical. I can give you a list of names of the worst offending shops if you want, dear. Just horrendous. She says, I've done this type of work in the past to pick some extra cash. This type of job would appeal to you, Chris, as you love to complain so much. Beg pardon? Complain? When have you ever known me to complain? How dare you cast false aspersions on me? I never complain. Not me. You're getting confused with my best friend Ron, who is, I believe, a professional complainer. He absolutely is. She says, I go in grocery stores, department stores and restaurants and act like a regular customer. Now, I would like to do this. This is a job I could do. I could quite easily do this. You know, sometimes, Susan, I look at shops and pubs and clubs and I just think to myself, I could run this so much better. I would give people so much better service than what they're getting. Certainly some of the pubs I work in. You know, a lot of the places are run on almost a skeleton staff, and, you know, and people are waiting hours for, well, not hours, you know, but a long time to get a drink or something like that. It's awful. Mikey Holtz just messaged in. Good morning, Mikey. How is my favourite little chav? Are you there? Are you sitting there in your tracksuit bottoms and your Burberry cap on, are you? With a glass of Coca-Cola because you can't have lager yet because you're not old enough, eh? I bet you look out that window looking at those lads hanging around on walls. Can't wait to join them, can you? Eh? They'll be able to teach you all about the signing on and all that, Mikey Holt. Don't worry about that. Anyway, he says PC World is dire for customer services. Well, come on the phone and tell us why it's dire for customer services, Mikey. You can't just say that without the information to back it up. Come on the phone. In a minute. Not yet. I'll tell you what, I'll ring you when I've come to the end of this, okay? She says, I get paid to do the mystery shopping. And I also get to keep the merchandise I buy. Oh, that would be good, you know, if you could go to an electrical retailer's shop, something like that, you know, and mystery shop an 80-inch plasma television. That would be quite good, that would, lovey. Eh? We like the sound of that. Or in restaurant, I'm not one for posh. In fact, I do not like posh restaurants. I can't stand the way they ponce about with all the food on the plate. All covered in various sauces, no thank you. However, I would like to be a mystery shopper in Ed's Diner. We like Ed's Diner. Ed's Diner. Oh, it doesn't look like we're going to have the 80-inch plasma, because she goes on to say, the companies set a limit on how much we can spend, but in some of the fancier department stores, I can spend as much as $30. $30? Well, it's hardly worth doing, is it? What are you going to get for that? That's 15 quid. Tight-fisted so-and-sos. I thought you were going to tell me like you had cars and all these sort of things with it, Susan. She says, right now, I have tons of shopping bags stuffed in my closet that I still haven't had time to put away. They are full of socks from the athletic shoe stores, fancy soaps, etc., etc. I do put away the fancy food items, cooking utensils, and my cat, Tail on the cat. Beautiful cats. My cat has gotten a huge assortment of wind-up toys for the bathtub from the children's shop that I work. Talon has had his nose crammed into every shopping bag I bring home. Oh, aren't they funny? My cat does that. You put a shopping bag down, and the cat's in it, isn't it? It's in there looking what's in that bag. We love it. Incidentally, Susan, you may not know my best friend Ron. He now has 2 ginger cats. 2 little boys they are, called D and G. After Dolce and Gabbana. Don't even go there. Don't even go there. I told him it was stupid. D and G. D and G. That's the name. And I was up there yesterday. But unfortunately, while I was round his house, and I've never had it round his house before, guess what started? Yes, the asthma. The asthma kicked off. So I'm a bit concerned about that, because I do like to go around his house. Sometimes if he's out, I'll let myself in and have a sleep on the settee or on the top of his bed or whatever before he comes home or whatever. And I have a terrible feeling that's going to all have to stop now. Anyway, she carries on to say, but the bad part is, if I'm going mystery shopping, I don't make it home until 6 p.m. I have to let Talon, her cat, outside and do some chores around the house. Oh, I don't bother about chores, dear. Do you really worry about all that dusting and toilet cleaning and all that? Oh, leave it do itself. Now and again I drag that hoover around the house. You know, I might go mad. Sometimes I went mad on Wednesday and I cleaned the kitchen. I just don't care. I just clean the kitchen. She says, then I have to come in and file my mystery shopper's report online on your dial-up thing, isn't it? By the time I'm finished, it's usually after 11 p.m. I have to get up at 4 a.m. to get to my regular job on time. So I have been extremely busy. Well, I can hear that, my love. Very, very busy girl you are. She says, but I really missed you. What to do? She has now bought a cell phone with internet connection and now I am back. Glad you're back. I do miss someone who writes in or phones in perhaps regularly and suddenly they disappear. It is noticed. Don't think that I don't notice that. You know, I do notice. That's why I sent you a couple of emails privately, as you know, which didn't come back. I thought, oh my God, what's happened? Has a tornado, like in The Wizard of Oz, has it come and taken your house away in Dallas? Are you the new Dorothy? I'm melting! Melting! Oh, melting! Wizard of Oz that was from, incidentally, those of you that don't know. Are you not Dorothy? Perhaps you're one of the witches, and one of those houses has landed on you, dear, and all that's left is your feet sticking out with the little red ruby slippers on the end of them. Is that what's happened? We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. This is how important you are to me, she says. I can now watch you at work since I am not using my work computer to watch your show. It is funny that the first show I tuned into was a couple of weeks ago, you were saying, how you had not heard from a few of your regulars in quite a long time. You mentioned me as one of them. Of course, dear. Of course. Also on your last show, you were talking about a little girl named Dallas. Yes, it was her birthday. She is 13 now, and her friend Elizabeth. No, it's not Elizabeth's birthday, just Dallas. What a coincidence, yes. Susan lives in an area called Dallas, and the little girl's name is Dallas. Look at that. I've not been able to volunteer with the cats. Oh, since this summer. Oh, so she's not working with the cats at the moment. Since I've been working this second job, doing the mystery shopping. It does appeal to me, that. It really does. Vicky at InSync still emails me pictures and keeps me up to date on all the news. I really hope I will be able to volunteer with the cats again soon. For your listeners, when not to visit Texas, okay? If you're ever thinking of visiting Texas, do not do it in June, July, August and September. Why, you are asking yourselves. These are our hottest months, and if you're not used to hot weather, do not come. You will feel like you are in an oven. For the last 13 days straight, the temperature has reached over 103 Fahrenheit. That's about 39 centigrade. The night time drops to 84 Fahrenheit, which is still 28 centigrade, so it's very hot. We had one day when it rained and the temperature dropped by about 10 degrees. Now it's right back up to 103 again. Oh, dear me. Yeah, it's a bit unpleasant, that. I hope you're having a wonderful summer. We've had a lot of rain recently, but the next few days are looking quite good over the bank holiday period, I'm pleased to say. I promise to stay in touch. I may have to email on the weekends most of the time. I'm very glad to see that Katie, your cat, is still okay. And I love seeing her pictures at the end of the show. Oh, the little film, yes. Hope you have a wonderful day and take care of yourself. By the way, I bought another car. Oh dear, she says, you will not be happy with my gas guzzler, but I love it. Talk about it later, and it's great to see you again. Thank you, Susan, at last. Well, thank God you're all right, dear. Now, what car have you bought? That's the question. I want to know what car you've bought, Susan. Do let me know. If you're watching the show live or a recording, then it's so easy to get in contact by email. My email address, use that at any time, please, is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. All right. Sean, send in an instant message. You can also send in an instant message on Skype. My Skype username is United Kingdom Radio. All right. Please only use that if you're watching or listening to the show live at 26 minutes past 3 on Saturday, the 28th of August, 2010. If you've got Skype, join in by Skype. The Skype username is all one word, United Kingdom Radio. All right, United Kingdom Radio. And there's a phone number as well, 020 3287 1488. It's a local London number, 020 3287 1488. If you are outside the UK and you don't have Skype, but you still want to join in live, you can also use that phone, dial your international access code, which is probably 00. Okay, do check that. Dial your international access code 00, followed by 4420 3287 1488. Okay? Once again, your international access code, which is probably 00 44 20 32 87 1488. And then we get to talk on the phone. All right? Sean says, Posh restaurant, he says. I went to a restaurant and the waiter dropped the food. He was showing off quite a bit, though. Oh, Sean, I really don't like posh restaurants. I really do not like posh restaurants. Now, Mikey Holt, you can ring now if you want to. You don't have to. He says, it's an afternoon. I'm good. No, I'm wearing a T-shirt and jeans. I find it hard to believe, Mikey Holt. That is not the usual chav attire that I'm used to seeing you in when you do these Skype web, what is it? The Skype camera conversations. What is it called? Video calling. When you're doing a Skype video calling, you're usually looking like a complete tramp, to be honest. I mean, it is shocking. It really is shocking. I don't know what your parents must think of you when you go out there. I bet you all sit there in the living room swearing and belching, don't you? Dreadful. He says, I'm not a chav, and I have a cup of tea. I have a cup of tea. Oh, it's come all posh now. I have a cup of tea, Mikey Holt. Do you want to moan about PC World? God, I'm sick to death of seeing your little messages on Facebook. I was always moaning about something. Moaning, left, right and centre. All right, okay, let's have another email then. This is from our dear friend, Robert in Iceland. Yes. Hello, Robert, who says, Chris, you were asking about the... Oh, just a minute, Mikey's here. He's here. He is here. Mikey Holt has joined us in colour. Oh, and he's... What have you got on?
T-shirt.
Well, it doesn't even... Has that ever been ironed?
Yes.
Let me just tell you, Mikey is sending through a video message.
And I need to brush my hair.
A video call, which unfortunately, boys and girls, you cannot see. And quite frankly, it's a good job you can't. Because he hasn't... Will you not shake your camera like that? He has not bothered to even brush his hair. God, have you just got up?
No.
You have
I was
got...
up at 9.
Look at the state of you. You haven't even ironed the shirt. Oh, dear. Don't cry. Crocodile tears. Crocodile tears. He looks a right state. I'm telling you that now. It's like a mop on your head. It's like a mop. And a side parting. Are we going back to side partings now?
No.
Go and get... Look, I'll tell you what to do. I'm going to tell you what to do now. You can close that window, okay? You can go and do your hair, put a nice T-shirt on, and then call back.
This is a nice T-shirt.
Go and get an iron. I'm not talking to people if they're not even going to buy... Look at me today. Honestly. Pink, nice shirt... I've washed my face. My hair's all nice. Not that it needs its number one.
Yeah, you don't have any hair, so.
Yeah, but it is smart. Not like it does look like you've just shoved on a wig for the day. You're not having radiation treatment or something, are you, dear?
No. I'm
so it's not a wig. So it is actually your own hair.
Yes.
Right, well, go and sort yourself out and then give me a call back. All right?
Fine.
Eh?
How about I brush my hair on the air?
Oh, we don't want... No. Go and brush your hair, put a nice T-shirt on, something that's been ironed, and I'll talk to you. Meanwhile, I'll wait for you, okay? I will wait. Don't worry, I will wait. If you want, we can keep this up online like that now.
I'll mute myself.
Right, mute yourself, and I'll read another email from someone while you're doing that, okay? Thank you. God, dear, let's have a bit of decorum in here, please. Oh, it's like the Jeremy Kyle show sometimes, this programme. It really is. People, the way they come on and talk to me like that. Dear. Anyway, Robert in Iceland, who has recently been to Disneyland in Paris. He says, Chris, I have been there myself, but here's Robert's sort of angle on the whole thing, all right? Robert says, Chris, you asked about the parks at Disneyland Paris. There are 2 parks right next to each other, and both are a delight. And I will not spoil one's enjoyment by giving out detailed reviews, but rather list my family favourites. It's a Small World. Oh, no, this is my favourite. Lord, have I got the music here? Just a moment, please. One moment, please. One moment, please. We are trying to connect your call. Small. Shut up. Shut up. Finished?
Yeah.
I don't think I've got it here. No, I haven't got it here. Never mind. Oh, do
That's
I want
shame.
to? No, we'll cancel that. No, can't find it there. Don't start playing any music down there. I will cut you off. Now, where are we going now? I'll be with you in a minute, Mikey. Please be patient. Okay, it's a Small World, perfect for the young ones and me, actually. Yes, that's my favourite ride. It's a Small World. Peter Pan Flight, that's quite good. Very good and ties in well with the Disney story. Dumbo, I don't remember the Dumbo ride, do I? Just trying to think of that. I don't remember the Dumbo ride. My youngest loved this simple and yet fun ride. Pirates of the Caribbean. Aye, aye, maheers, aye. I compared this to its Orlando cousin, and in doing so, the Paris one is far more detailed and has 2 drops, and is a lot more fun. The drops are not at all a problem for those of us with a nervous disposition, and my youngest did not mind too much. Oh, it's not a roller coaster, is it? We don't do roller coasters. Thunder Mountain. If you stay at a Disney hotel, then make use of your magic hours. Otherwise, use the fast pass system, because Thunder Mountain does get quite a long queue there. All right. The MGM Park. Cinemagic, yes, I like that one, or whatever the name is fantastic, and I will not ruin the fun. Go there and have a blast, okay? Cinemagic is one of the rides in the MGM in Paris. Motors Action is fun, with lots of stunt driving. Yes, I was very impressed with that as well. He says, Chris, I shall call a halt here, at the risk of boring others. You asked about the food at Sequoia, and the dining plan we use to provide for an evening meal that was excellent and became something that I looked forward to at the end of the day. Yeah, food at Sequoia. I think that's one of the hotels there. But can you wait a minute? I will bring you in. No sneezing, thank you. The plan also included 1 soda drink per person too. I like the fact that for one price I could get park tickets, food, hotel, all for one good price. And if you want to do some serious shopping at Le Val d'Europe. Did you notice I said that with a French accent in my voice? Le Val d'Europe. Mall, which is a massive in size and comes very close to the malls found in America. Then a free shuttle service from just outside the parks will take you there and back. Will you not fiddle while I'm reading my emails? Put your hands away, that's it. There is a price if you use it from your hotel, and as I have said before, the parks are only a 5-minute walk from the Sequoia. To sum it up, if you would then imagine a square, and on each side you find the entrance to Disneyland, MGM train station and Disney Village. If there are any questions, I'm more than happy to address them. And that's from Robert. And Robert actually preferred the Paris Euro Disney to the one in Florida. I actually prefer it the other way. So a very good insight there. Mikey Holt, I see you have now brushed your hair and put on an ironed... That is better. That is better. In future, if you're going to come on this programme, please dress and do your hair first. This isn't some, you know, chavvy afternoon presentation on a Saturday, Mikey Holt. Please.
So,
speak, child.
Yeah, you talk about bad customer service.
Yes.
PC World, awful.
Why is this?
Absolutely terrible.
Take
because
me from the beginning.
From the beginning. Okay, back in March, I got a computer for my birthday.
How old were you?
15.
Did I sing Happy Birthday to you on your birthday?
No.
Oh, just a moment, please. Happy birthday to you.
About 6 months late, but yeah, I'll go with it.
Continue, child.
So yeah, and then it started messing around recently. There was a... Right.
It was messing around.
This is very technical, what I'm about to say.
Messing around? What do you mean, messing around?
It wasn't working properly.
In what way was your...
one of the sticks of memory was not working correctly.
Right. How do you know that's what the problem was?
We tried to get an engineer out to fix that, and we got an engineer out, didn't fix it, so we said, okay, let's try calling out another engineer. Didn't
just
fix
a
it.
moment. You want an engineer? Hold on, please. Hello, and thanks for calling United Kingdom Talks Technical Help Desk.
Yes, my computer's broken, I need a new one. Can you buy me one?
For technical support, press 2.
What did you say? For technical support, can you please repeat the options?
Technical support. I'm afraid this line is not available for technical support. If you wish for technical support, please dial 0906 at a cost of £5.65 per second. Thank you. Your call is important to us. Anyway, get on with it, dear. Get on with it.
Yeah, so, basically, we ordered another... Yeah, Sean Ritchie sent me a message, engineers smell. Yes, they do.
We're not talking to Sean Ritchie at the moment. I'll do the messages. It's my show. I'll do the messages. Thank you very much. Don't you roll your eyes to me, young man.
Still didn't fix it because he brought the wrong type of memory. And then my graphics card messed up, so we called out another engineer, had the wrong memory, didn't bring any graphics card replacement, so I said, okay, we're going to have to uplift it for repair. So they took it about a week ago.
Oh my God, you have been computerless.
No, I've borrowed this laptop that I'm talking to on right now.
Mikey, instead of going on a computer that you don't have, perhaps you could take this time to find out a little bit about the Catholic Church. Why is that funny? Why is this funny?
I'd rather be on the computer.
Well,
I have no interest in those people.
I wonder if you can watch Mass on the computer. I will check for a link for you after I've finished the programme. Anyway, now could you just tell me the symptoms that were occurring before you called the first engineer out? Can I just guess them, please?
You can have a guess, yeah.
Okay, would it be that you were doing something on the computer, and then when you wanted something that required more memory and you hit that button, it just shut down?
Ding!
Like that? Is that what happened?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Then
that.
when my graphics card started playing up, you'll have known this because this actually was happening on my last United Kingdom radio show. The video just went, like all graphics just went.
Right. Oh well. So what situation? Oh, so now you're waiting for the machine to come back, are you?
No, the machine's come back.
Right.
But it now won't even boot up correctly.
What's wrong with the boot up?
I think they must. I haven't opened it yet, but they probably just took out the hard drive.
Open it, dear. You mustn't open computers. You're a 15-year-old boy. You'll get an adult to do it. An adult. Or
I'm
Sean
more
Ritchie.
than capable.
Sean Ritchie can do all those things.
So can I.
Oh, please do me a favour. Can even fix the memory.
Phone's ringing.
Huh?
Downstairs phone's ringing.
Well, why don't you answer it?
Because I'm on your show.
Well, good luck with your computer, Mikey.
Well, and so let me finish the story.
Yes,
please.
finish the story.
Please let me finish, darling.
Hurry up, my beard is coming through.
Dear, whatever words you like to use, I don't know. Dear? You use dear, don't you?
Yes, I do use dear.
Okay. Okay, dear.
But
Let
don't
me finish
use dear yet. You can't use dear until you're 16. Use mate.
6 months left then. But yeah, so now they can't get another courier to pick up the computer until Wednesday.
Wednesday? Why is this?
Well, bank holiday, isn't it?
Oh dear.
Or as the chap would say, bank holiday, innit?
That makes sense, actually.
But hang on, and then the lady on the phone says,
is there?
okay, well, it's going to take 18 to 21 days for your computer to come back.
How is that then?
I don't know.
Oh. Is your dad dealing with all of this?
Thankfully.
Oh, praise my soul, the King of Heaven.
And then, see, but the computer's not going to be even back until after I've started college. So where am I going to put my work?
Oh, you're going to college? When's that start? Is that October?
6th.
Eh?
The 6th.
6th of October, is it? Or September?
September.
Oh, so you won't be with me in the mornings anymore?
Unless it's one of the days off, no.
Can you not take off Tuesday and Thursday mornings?
Maybe. I'm on a 3-day week, so who knows?
Oh, it's like going back to the miners in the 1970s. You weren't even here then, were you?
Nope.
You were floating around.
I probably wasn't even thought of.
You were floating around as part of someone's fluids. You really were.
Probably even not then.
Mikey Holt, good luck with your computer, sir.
Because my parents wouldn't have even been born in the 70s.
No, it's true, isn't it? How old is your mum and dad then?
Dad's 40, Mum's 38.
Oh my God, I'm older than both of them. I love it! I love it! I'm older than
You're old enough to be my granddad.
Oh, I couldn't be your granddad, could I? No.
Great uncle?
Great. Why do we have to have great? No, uncle, just uncle. Not great, just uncle.
Uncle Chris.
Great always makes someone sound older than they really are, I feel.
Do you?
And I am unanimous in that.
Me too.
What are you doing for the rest of the day, Mikey? Anything exciting in your sad, lonely, pathetic life?
You hit the nail on the head, yeah. Sad, lonely, pathetic life. I'm going to figure out how I can get this laptop to work with my broadcasting equipment.
Are you going to do your show tomorrow?
I'd probably not, because this computer doesn't work like that.
Oh.
So I'm not even going to be able to do my talk
What about
radio
your millions of listeners all over the world, dear?
I know. I'm heartbroken.
Never mind. Thanks for the call.
Send me a computer.
Sending one now. Shall I send you one? Shall I see if I've got some money in my office? Let me see. No, let me see. No, but I could send you this.
I'll wait until the video catches up.
It is the Virgin Mary in a snowball. And I could send this to you.
Has that got anything inside it?
Yes, it has the Virgin
money?
Mary holding the baby Jesus in a snowstorm, which is a
Any
load of
sweets?
rubbish, really, because they don't have snow in Israel.
Any chocolate?
It's too. You can't eat. You cannot eat the. You can't have chocolate Virgin Marys. God's sake, that is
No,
blasphemous.
inside it.
No, there's nothing inside it. It's a snowball, like a paperweight. It's just like a paperweight, and you shake it, and there's Mary with the baby Jesus and the snowball. You can't eat the baby Jesus. What I could do is send you this in a box, and you could pray to it for a new computer. You see, there I am,
deluded.
helping you at all times. Thank you, Mikey.
You, sir, are deluded.
Thanks for calling. Bye-bye, caller.
Bye.
Oh, it's shocking, isn't it? And so, how do I get away with this? I really don't know sometimes. Oh, dear me. Hello to Patrick. Hello, Patrick. How are you? Did I get the recording? Yes, I expect so, Patrick. I'm sure I got a recording here somewhere. Worry not. We don't do conference calls, Patrick, okay? Sean says, Virgin Media Lady in a snowball. No, not Virgin Media Lady. The Virgin Mary, Mother of God. God, the heathens on listening to this show is unbelievable. Heathens, dear, heathens. We actually did have an email here about Easter. Let me see if it's on my printer over here. Here it is. Here it is. Email came in here from Mark, and all it says about Chris Mills, this is from, oh, hang on a minute, no, sorry, it's from Mark, and he says, Chris, on the subject of Easter, you were talking about Easter means it's summer soon. No, it doesn't, dear. Oh, we're heathens, just heathens. Oh, where's it all happening? It's just falling apart, isn't it? It's all falling apart. Mikey Holt says, how is a virgin a mother? She needs to lose that virginity first. Christianity is a lie, I tell you. How dare you? May a bolt of lightning come out of the sky and strike you down immediately dead. Shock! Horror! The Virgin Mary, Mother of God. She didn't do it. She was a virgin. It was a gift. I know what I can send you. Just a moment, Mikey Holt. I must go to my other room. Actually, while I'm doing that, I shall play you a couple of trails, because they're all moaning, because I never play the trails, do I? I know that. I forget. Let's see. Who's going to be the lucky ones to have their trails played today? Oh, there was a new one coming, actually. Let's play that one. Let's play this from Mike Cullen, okay, who's here on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock UK.
The Mouth of the Time, the weekly talk show which covers subjects just like this. Minted in young, teenagers who earn millions, have they ever done a day's work in their lives? I mean, here you've got 17-year-olds, very little qualifications. They're not going to need qualifications if they're going to be earning millions every year.
First of all, I agree about footballers, for example. It's just obscene what they earn. I don't know how.
It is, though, isn't it? I mean, like, do you not think this money would be better off going towards the NHS or doctors or something like that?
I do. It's obscene, and they think they're worth it, and they,
It's just a really far-fetched amount of money. You know, people can stand and pray anywhere they want, for all I care. I don't care where they pray, I don't care where they do it. I'm very respectful for religion.
It's a constitutional right, freedom of religion. And it's not a mosque that's being built. It's like a community center, but it's open to everyone.
The Mouth of the Time on United Kingdom Radio, Thursdays from 8 p.m.
All right, Thursday night, 8 o'clock, Mike Cullen here on United Kingdom Radio. No, I couldn't find it, actually. couldn't find what I was going to show you, Mikey, but I will do my best to find you a copy of the Holy Bible, and you can sit there and read through that, and you'll know all about the Virgin Mary and everything else, and the donkeys and the sheep and the tombstones and everything. Everything. It's all in there, dear. Wonderful. Wonderful. Hello to Anthony, who said, did Sean send you the recording? Yes, he did. Thank you very much. I am a little bit busy at the moment. I shall listen to it as soon as I can. Sean says, do your impression of the Virgin Media Lady. It's not the Virgin Media Lady. God's sake, Sean. It's not the Virgin Media Lady. It's the Virgin Mary. She had I think she dressed like a nun. It was kind of, you know, she sort of like a nun, really. She was like a nun, yes. Oh, please don't ask me what are nuns. I'm not going on and on. You must learn this yourselves. On to another email. Hello to the lovely Yvonne, who says, hi again, Chris. Thanks for reading out my email. I am learning to fly. She's learning to fly. A woman learning to fly. Oh, my God. I mean, it's bad enough having them drive the cars, isn't it? But they're learning to fly. Women are learning to fly now. Oh. There's no hope for this world at all, is there? First of all, they drive cars around. They can't park them. What's going on? Hi again, Chris. I'm learning to fly in a Piper Cherokee 4-seater. I know what you mean about the turbulence in the little planes, but I don't mind that at all. I'm just thrilled by the whole thing. Yes, I did do a flying lesson once, and I had to say I did enjoy it. The turbulence in those little planes is something else, though. It really is. It kind of blows you right over, you know, and that. She says, I fly a plane from the passenger seat where the instructor would normally sit. In 2 weeks' time, weather permitting, the instructor is going to pretend to die, and I will have to bring him home safely to qualify for my certificates. Well, he's just going to die suddenly, is he? Oh, my God. How awful. I have been blessed with a superb instructor. He's really pushed me, but in a gentle way. Oh, I do like to be pushed. Not gently, to be honest. Not gently at all. We like it rough, Yvonne. Please be as rough as you want with me. And he and my boyfriend have two of them. Well, you're greedy, aren't you? Him and your boyfriend pushing you gently? What's going on there, dear? This is a family programme. We don't want this sort of talk on the programme. He and my boyfriend have given me so much confidence. I bet they have. My heart goes out to young Brian and his family. I hope he gets many more postcards to brighten his day. Yes, young Brian, who was the little boy who's got a terrible cancer and is having all sorts of treatment for that. And we had a little report from Gloria, I think it was the other day, who tells us that he's got lots of postcards and they're continuing to flood in there. So thank you for that one. Now, we have an apology. Oh, just a couple of messages. Hello to Zach, who says, hey, I am doing this right now. Good morning, Zach. How are you? A little bit late, but never mind. You're there now. Better late than never. You'd think they would give up the Virgin Media Lady's uniform. Mary doesn't wear a uniform. I'm giving up with this whole religion thing because you're just hopeless. All of you heathens, dear. Heathens. Heathens. Let's have a look here. It's 6 minutes to 4. Where did that go? My word, that's gone quick. Vicky Gannon, who is with us today, has sent in a letter of an apology, and I appreciate that, boys and girls. I do understand that occasionally you may miss a show, but, you know, do try and send in a letter of an apology, or perhaps in Mikey Holt or Sean Ritchie's case, or perhaps Patrick, if you're not with us for a show, if you could get a note from your parents explaining your absence. Okay? Hi, Chris, Vicky says. She's talking about Thursday's show. I overslept and missed your show this morning. Usually I have a primary alarm clock and 2 or 3 backup clocks with alarms to wake me up in the event that I should oversleep. You know what, Vicky? You and I, it's a shame you don't live close to me, because you and I would get on like a house. We have so much in common, you and I. I have an old cathode ray tube television in my bedroom, you know, a large Sony one. And that has a wake-up alarm on it. I can set it to turn on at a given time. I have yet to find a flat-screen telly with a wake-up alarm on it. Perhaps, Michael, there's a bit of homework for you there. Can you have a look around for a flat-screen telly, please, with a wake-up alarm on it? Have you done it yet? Can you do that now while I'm doing the show? And that comes on. And I also have 2 alarm clocks. I have a DAB radio, which switches on 5 minutes after the telly comes on. And also I have an internet radio, a Roberts. I've actually got a picture of I've got a Roberts. What's it called? I don't know what it's called. A Roberts Stream, I think, radio. It's a radio for receiving internet radio stations like this one that I bought some months ago now, and I'm so pleased with this little device. And you can actually wake up. This morning, I woke up listening to Suko, who's here on United Kingdom Radio at 5 o'clock on Sunday afternoons, UK time. I was listening to Suko this morning, and it switches on to whichever radio station you set it to. In my case, United Kingdom Radio, which is just fantastic. And each morning, I tend to wake up to a different presenter on our own little station. How fantastic is that? It's good, isn't it? Good. Zach says, "Are you live right now?" I might be. Zach, look at your clock. Is it 3 minutes to 4 on Saturday the 28th of August 2010? It is, isn't it? So we are live, Zach, yes. But I'm nearly finished. Tom's on after me. Okay, Tom. Tom, if you're listening, when I've gone off air, count 5 seconds and then go on, and we'll see if that sorts out the problem. We're sorry, a little bit technical there. Vicky goes on to say, "And this morning, a complete system failure. It's all my fault, and the backup clocks have fallen into disrepair. Translation, cat chewed through to the copper wires." Oh, you know, it makes me why don't cats and rabbits get electrocuted more than they really do? I have not replaced them. I will see if I can pick up 2 new alarm clocks on the way home today. A little bit of advice for you there, Vicky. One of the alarm clocks you have should be battery operated, okay? Because if the power fails, nothing will work. So always have an alarm clock, if in that situation, one of them being make one of them battery operated, all right? She says, "Maybe I should buy 2 plug-in alarm clocks." Oh, here we are. And 1 alarm clock that runs on batteries. Best wishes from Vicky. That's all right, Vicky. We'll let you off. I'll let you off as you're such a regular correspondent and friend to this programme. Okay? All right, boys and girls, we're almost out of time today. Now, I will be back with you live here on United Kingdom Radio on Tuesday morning at 11 o'clock UK time. All right? Tuesday morning at 11 o'clock UK time. Zach is in Australia in a different time zone. Also, it must be it must be 3 o'clock in the morning there. Yeah, but you'll be able to join me at 11 o'clock UK time on Tuesday and Thursday mornings, won't you? It's only about 10 o'clock in the night there. Anyway, I hope you're all right in Australia there, Zach. Okay, one of my favourite country. One of my favourite places in the world is Norfolk Island. I'm sure you know it. Anyway, time for me to go. Let me give you the email address. Please feel free to join in at any time. My email address is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Tom Harris with you at 4 o'clock. I'll see you Tuesday at 11 UK time. Bye-bye.